Hola, Nyakit Janet, coming live from the 1950s South Shepherd. I have no idea where the hell Domingo is or what he's doing. Hopefully he makes it back safely. You know, ain't seen a lot of him lately, but he's handling business. Guess he's gonna go be Cherokee this weekend. More important than the Gord clan, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, his uncle's on head staff, and you know, um, but okay, Mingo. All right, brother. Well, hope you have a good time. Hope you place in somewhere more than your heart. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, yeah, this guy coming live. We had a good speaker meeting last night. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. Medicine Tribe always shows a lot of support. They really filled up our seats, and we appreciate, the Medicine Tribe, the Talking Circle of Oklahoma City, the Talking Circle of Oklahoma City. So, it was good. It felt good. Dale did a great job. Um, he did a good job. Very proud of him. We got to give him his 1 year chip. Um, so yeah, things went good. Had a good meal. Do we have any leftovers? It's gonna be lunch today. Lunch today. But we had a good turnout. Things went good. Things went good. I was real happy for Dale. It's great to see people making that extra effort, and then whenever they do such a great job, just inspires other people to get out there and tell their story. I think that's very important. Very important. That everyone shares their experience, strength, and hope. Because I promise you, if you're in recovery and you have a story to tell, I hope you understand that SD Hunterish. Everything's going good, little brother. Good morning, Martha. The Wichita princess. Well, we won't block her yet. I had to unblock her, but you know how that goes. That's the Hunterish. So we can add that to our good mornings. It's getting added right now. Is it just Wichita? Ain't it Wichita? Well, yeah, Wichita affiliated. So look, it's going across the bottom right there. That's the Hunterish right there. But good morning, brother Randy. I was just talking about your babe Martha. Randy and Martha used to be together in California. So, I'm not sure if anybody knew that, but yeah. Uh, hopefully, y'all see that spark. Might have to stir them coals up. See if there's anything left in there. You never know. But yeah, we had a great speaker night. Then after that, we went to the. Then after the meeting, we went to the football game. Watched El Reno play Chickasha. Got to see, a couple of my Segis, see my Bobby, Devin Burt. Always great to see the brother. Um, yeah, El Reno got the dub. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, good morning. Well, it's 11. I don't think nobody's even up in Hammond, huh, Randy? Randy's coming live from Hammond. Hammond. Who was that? Was that my phone? Let me see. But yeah, coming live. Had a good turnout. And then on September 12th, I'll be telling my story again. I mean, everybody from the tribes probably heard my story at least 2 or 3 times. But that's the thing about it is, the more you tell it, a little bit better that you get at explaining what it was like, and how it is now. And like I was saying, we all have a story. And I promise you, if you can get the nerve to get up there and speak about how you found a solution, I mean, you just never know how that could affect somebody, and how that encourage somebody to do the same thing. Like I always say, I don't care if you got 10 years of sobriety or if you got one day. If you got one day today, I want to know how you did that and why you did that, and how you found the solution to hold on to that, because we all know what the problem is. Everybody knows what the problem is. We got generational trauma, there's all kinds of, you know, uh, substance abuse, topics, there's all kinds of, but, let's start talking about the solution. Yes, I would. I would love to go. I mean, if I could get up there, yeah. I would love to go to Bartlesville and tell my story. Yeah, all I need is a place to stay, because that's kind of far. Bartlesville is like what? 5 miles, 5 hours, 5 hours, five.
Allegedly, it's 3.
Really? Bartlesville is only 3? Wow, I thought it was further than that. I would love to tell my. I don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't ever. If I can tell my story, I will tell my story. How can you overcome? Well, what I had to do is my addiction had gotten me, to the point where I needed professional help. That's just, I was dealing with a lot, and I would have to say, the trauma from losing my son to suicide, that was probably my biggest trauma. Um, and then I got involved in the program, in the 12-step program of an Alcoholics Anonymous. I used to find any reason not to go to AA. It was me separating. I didn't look at the similarities. I look at the differences, and that's what made me not want to be there at AA. I used to think, well, these guys are Christians. I believe traditional ways, so I don't even belong here. Good morning, Carrie. And if you just don't know, you just don't know. I I I got tired of the same old thing happening over and over and over and over. You know, until one day, I did stay sober. I stayed sober for a day, and I loved the feeling of it. And that when I had that clarity, just that, even if it was just for that day, I asked the Creator, to come into my life. I asked Mahayot, to come in my life. Uh, for sure. For sure.
Gotta get a room for the driver.
Yeah, there's gonna be two of us. You know, the state's holding my license. You know, until I get off revocation. You know, but you know, it's just how it's got to be for now. Good morning, Katie. But yeah, you know, I got into Alcoholics Anonymous, and I lived and breathed AA because I knew that's what it would take for me to finally get this thing. I mean, besides rehab, I went to rehab in California. I went to a great program called Dream Recovery, who I still stay in touch, you know, with those people because they had such an impact on my life. And whenever I achieve something good, I let these people know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing now. You know, I'm always gonna give Dream Recovery a shout out. You know, that's my family now. But you know, it took me realizing that this disease is up here. Yeah, I was addicted to drugs. I was addicted to alcohol, but I was also addicted to the way that I handled my problems. And I had a disease that lived up here. You know, I had a disease. Yeah, whoever you bring with you. Yes, and Martha's right, or Estella. That's that's her. Yeah, Mrs. Noling. She didn't know that she's half Spanish, right? She didn't know that you say her middle name Estella. She thought it was Estella, and I told her, and she was like, "What?" Like blew her mind. But yeah, it isn't just for alcoholics. If you if you replace alcohol with any other substance, it still means the same thing. But yeah, Sarah, if you got any more questions, send me a message. Send me a we're friends on Facebook. Sarah is my brother Ace's. I want to say ex, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're still together or not.
So many relationships.
A lot of relationships going on today. A lot of codependency going on today. But no, I've known Sarah since I was a kid. She's from El Reno, and know her whole family. Just how it is around here. You just everybody knows everybody around here. But yeah, if you have any more questions, I would love to guide you in the right direction. Maybe hook you up with a couple of females that I know that would love to work with you. What it was I got into AA. Well, first you got to get sober. You have to arrest the alcohol and the drugs. I'm not saying you're on drugs, but you have to arrest the alcohol and the drugs first. You got to get that clarity. You got to be able to make a decision based on what you know. Good morning, brother Tom, or good afternoon. You got to be able to make a decision that this is what you want to do. You got to have a clear mind when you make this decision. And then when you get in, you got to find you a meeting that's close to you. There's an app on AA called Everything AA. It tells you, you can even go online. But it doesn't matter if it's AA, NA, CA, HA. All the principles stay the same, even in the talking circle. With our talking circle, celebrate recovery. All the principles stay the same. And find you a sponsor, get you a big book, and use your sponsor. That's the most important thing. And you start working them steps. And a lot of people get to step 4 and they call it quits. They're not ready for a step 4. And not that it's just something that's just horrible. No, you got to look at yourself and realize like you're the part that you played in all the events that happened in your life. And creates is you start to look at this pattern. Everybody gets in this pattern. You know, it could be with getting into another relationship with another person, but you got the same pattern going on. And you know, it's just one of them things, you know, that it takes a deep look into why I keep doing what I was doing. You know, and I can tell you from working these steps, the freedom that I have today, I don't know what to compare it to because I've never been here. So, you know, it's definitely been worth it. Definitely, I would recommend even people that ain't in you know, doesn't have a substance use disorder. All right, well, we appreciate you, Sarah. Like I said, you can always reach out to me anytime you want, and we can have like a better conversation. I don't want to put your business out here on the live stream, but thank you for asking that. You know, I love helping another person just like me. You know, and Randy, you better get your girl, bruh. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this reading. I've had a cold for like. I tried to vape. I tried vaping. That tore me up, bro. I ain't ever trying that ever again. Today is August 30th. It's 30th all day long. This is a good one today. They're good every day. I enjoy these every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it says, you know, in the summertime meditation with Native American elders, it said, I started drinking more seriously, seeking refuge, seeking death, actually, from a world that was feeling more and more unnatural to me. Following a painful accident related to drinking, I finally realized that I must decide whether I want to follow my grandparents or to truly take up this life. Circumstances that followed led me to choose life. Barney Bush, Shawnee. That's a deep. That's deep. Then it says, my life is run by choices and decisions. Every choice I make today will carry with it the consequences of that choice. Every decision that I make today will carry with it the consequences of that decision. The question I will ask myself today is, do I want to be happy or do I want to be right? Whichever one I choose will have a lot to do with the consequences I will experience today. If today was the last day of my life, which choices and what decisions would I make? Good morning, brother friend. And it says, oh, great spirit, guide my path today and help me see the value of choosing the red road. You know, what came to mind was, you know, coming from a family here in El Reno, I was born in Thomas. My dad lived here in El Reno. So when I started getting in trouble in Thomas, my mom sent me to El Reno. And I had already lost two uncles to drinking. First, my Uncle Bobby, he died in a car wreck right there by Whitewater in Oklahoma City, going to get his girlfriend. I heard he smoked some PCP, and I heard, you know, he drank a couple pints of vodka. On his way over there, he blacked out. He wrecked and he died. I believe he was 29. And then whenever I was 10, that was in 1990. And then whenever I was 12, my uncle Crow, Philip Botone, my uncle Crow, he drowned here in Lake El Reno. And I remember how devastated my family was from that. I remember me, Junior, and Hochny, like how hard we were crying, because we all loved my uncle, regardless of, his sickness. And, then whenever I turned 16, my Aunt Erin, she died from cirrhosis. Alcohol and drugs definitely shortened my dad's life. Whenever he, went on his journey, he was with a drug addict. His companion was a drug addict. So, I don't think a lot of good decisions were being made there. Then I have an uncle, and he had a back surgery, and I just think he just took too much pain medicine. Gave him a heart attack. And, because of that, my grandma had to watch all her kids die. We had me and my cousins. There's Heather, Helen, Bush. We know Heather, Bush, Helen, me, Junior, Hochny, Holly, Mary, Crystal, and then Hannah. There was 10 of us. There's only 9 now, but all of our parents are gone. Heather is the oldest female in my family, and Bush is the oldest male, and they're like in their 40s. Bush is probably in his late 40s. Heather's probably in her late 40s. I'm trying to put my sister on blast, but you know, um, we had to grow up without them. We had to. So when I started drinking, I thought that was my destiny. I knew for sure that I was supposed to die of drinking. Some alcohol related death, because I looked at how my family went and I was just like, well, not a lot is expected of me. I'm not supposed to be here, that long. I was telling myself that whenever I was a teenager. I remember thinking, man, if I lived to be 21, like I'll have lived a long life already, because of all the craziness that I was taking part in. Well, then, I suffered from this disease for, you know, man, from the time I was about 11 years old till I was 40, 41 actually, 41. Good morning, brother Norm Jr. That's that's my brother Junior right there. I suffered from this disease for a while, for a long time. And I thought about death constantly. You get to a point where you're just so beat down. You don't think there's any hope. You don't think there's no way out of this thing. And it was be on them days of clarity, them days that I promised myself, like I'm not gonna use the day, I'm not gonna take another drink. And I would have a chance to pray, and I remember one time, like I'm sober, but I have nowhere like to go because I'm about to chase that dragon, and before I did it, I prayed like I'm sick of this, If you're gonna take me, then take me. But if you give me another chance, like I promise, I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna do everything I can to live because there's one thing that I wasn't scared of death. That's the thing about an alcoholic and an addict is we're not scared of death. We're not scared of it. What we're afraid of is living. That's what we're afraid of. we're scared to live. And I think that's like a lot of people kind of, get, if you're not going through it, you probably won't understand what I mean by that. But I'm sure every alcoholic and every addict on here can you know, they understand what I'm talking about. You're not scared of dying. That doesn't scare you. That's the easy way out. What the challenge is actually living. And to be on this side of it now. Now I'm on the living side of it. And I have two granddaughters. Seen my granddaughter this morning, and it let me know that all the efforts that I've put into getting sober and staying sober have all been worth it, because as soon as she woke up, the first thing she did was came to my bedroom and wanted to give me a hug. And if I was drunk or high, I wouldn't get to experience that. She's my little best friend. I love it. I love it. It's let me know, that's Creator's way of letting me know that all the efforts I put into this thing have completely made it worth it. And oh, Tina Bryan, good morning from Billings. We're gonna be there next week or next month. Next month. I said next week. Next month we're coming up there for the Wellbriety conference, or Wellbriety conference in Billings. Good morning, Ruth. Oh, Ron Colley. He got 25 years of sobriety. Good deal. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Larry. But yeah, that's a big deal, Ron Colley. I seen him yesterday. At the employee bash. He's one of the attendants at George Hawkins. So, real strong in his sobriety. Oh, East LA. All right. East Lawton. Good morning, Daniel and Jesse. Yep. So I like today's reading. It hit home, because I think about where I was, what happened, what I was like, and how I am today. I I think about all the coulda, woulda, shouldas, but I've forgiven myself for those. I've definitely forgiven myself for those things, and realized that everything that I had to go through, it didn't happen to me, it happened for me, so that I can get on here today and I can talk about these things, that are tough to talk about. I can get on here. I see now how it all has led me to be right where I am today, and to be able to share these things with, the people that tune in. So I appreciate, everybody that does tune in, everybody that, people all over the U.S. It's crazy. It's crazy how many people watch this thing. But I want to see everybody's comments about what today's reading means to y'all today. And I appreciate everybody that did. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Mr. Ron Colley. 25 years. Man, I'm pretty sure I ain't got 25 more years left in me, but that's amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. And yes, thank you, Ruth. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into these yeah, this guy. Go ahead and jump into these announcements. Talkspace and Talkspace Go 988 and the Tor Project want to encourage all tribal members and tribal employees to take advantage of the Talkspace online counseling service. Good morning, Mr. Bear. Time of this life, nobody is exempt from going on. It can be the richest to the poorest person, but we all have to go through it. So all in all, make the best of your life. and try your best to do good. Thank you, Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred, is that Waitangi Fred? But yeah, we have Talkspace Go. It'll ask for your email. I had a young lady who was having trouble with it yesterday, but I don't know why she couldn't. She could not figure it out. So if you're watching, message us, and we will walk you through the process. When it says organization, that's where you put restore. Everywhere that it needs it besides your email, put restore, and that's how you get it for free. And then overdose prevention packs. Oh, the flyer. Prevent losing more native lives to overdose and fentanyl poisonings. We will mail you Narcan, fentanyl test kits, medication disposal packs, medication lock bags, wound care kits, opioid overdose symptom information, Narcan administration information, and information about other drugs. The form is completely anonymous, and we will ship the supplies to you for free. To order, you can scan the code at the bottom right, or is it? Yeah, it'd be the bottom right. But yeah, very important, very important. If you ain't got Narcan, you just never know. You just never know in today's society. And then text TOUR to 888-580-4TOUR. It gives all our updates on what we're doing in as a clan or as a program. And then tomorrow is the last day we will be accepting the All Nations Res Covery Gourd Clan Princess applications. Scan the QR code. If you have any more information, contact Carmelo Reveles at 405-496-3742. And then on September 21st, mark your calendars, September 21st. All Nations Res Covery Gourd Clan Recovery Benefit Dance at the Concho, Oklahoma ERC. What does it have a time on what time it starts?
2. Beautiful. 2. It does say it on there. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, it's on the right in yellow.
Oh, yeah. Starts at 2. Supper at 5. We have a pretty good lineup. Come out and celebrate your recovery. Come back to the circle, dance, and recover out loud with us. Even if you're just looking to come and gourd dance. But we have a huge recovery community out there. Inviting all talking circles, AA groups, any kind of recovery group. Like, we want everybody to come out and come and celebrate with us. Come and shake some gourds, pop some fringes. We'll have raffles, cakewalks, 50-50, potato dance. Vendors welcome with raffle donation. At our Watonga one, man, we had felt like that was a huge success. I mean, we did pretty good. So if you have any questions, you can contact Carmelo Reveles, 405-496-3742. And then on the Wellbriety meetings, here at 1950, we have a meeting on Monday night. Then on Tuesday night, there's a talking circle in Clinton at the Clinton Library at 721 Frisco Ave in Clinton at 7 p.m. Then on Tuesday nights, also, we have these informal gatherings, which is an AA meeting. It's at the hut at Legion Park on the east side of Watonga. It says 203 North South Street, but I was told that that's not a good address. But If you know where the hut is in Watauga, in Legion Park, go check it out on Tuesday nights. And then here, like we had our speaker meeting last night here at 1950 South Shepherd. We'll be having another one. I believe we got to have it like on the 19th of next month. I believe so. But you know, we had our talking circle here last night. Shout out again to Medicine Tribe for coming through. And then tonight they have a 12-step meeting, Wellbriety meeting. You get some more in depth into the Red Road to Wellbriety book, and they put pen to paper. That one has a lot more. You know, you got to take a lot more action in that one. But I mean, to complete a 12-step program, I think it's huge. And then the Elders Traditional Night, brought to you by Pathways to Community Living. They deal with a lot of elders, very important program. And that's what they do, is they highlight elders, so they're Pathways will be hosting this event for our elders. Caregivers are welcome and encouraged to attend. A meal will be provided. It'll be Tuesday, September 24th at the Clinton Elderly Nutrition Center in Clinton, out there by the Head Start and IHS and all that, out there by the casino in Clinton. They'll have bingo, storytelling from elders, old-fashioned visiting with other elders, sharing of knowledge and tradition. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the community resource worker, Janet Arapaho woman Bullcoming, 405-550-6682. Or you can reach out to Isaiah Garcia, the certified nurse's assistant with Pathways. His number is 405-249-5231. So I've already been on here for about 38 minutes. So is there any more? We're going to be co-hosts this weekend at Colony, Cheyenne and Arapaho Labor Day celebration. We'll be the co-hosts. They have a huge, it's like what, 36, 37 people on heads, 35 people on head staff. 45 people on head staff. Wow.
4 flags, 6 princesses, 4 MCs, 3 head singers, 2 dancers of each category.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a long weekend. But, you know, I love the opportunity to get out there and show the public that we do recover. You know, a lot of healing goes on around that big drum. And I'm just grateful, and appreciative that the Creator has allowed me to take part in these things today. So with that, aho. We will see y'all Tuesday. Aho.